Hey guys, I'm here with a new video and I'm really excited about this one because today I am going to be doing a hands-on demonstration of the brand new Polaroid Now camera. So if you're ready, just sit back, relax, and let's begin. Welcome back everyone, I'm Nurag, and as I mentioned in the beginning, today I'm here with another analog photography video, and today I'm going to be talking about the brand new, the newest addition to the Polaroid family, the Polaroid Now. This camera came in just a couple weeks ago at the end of March, and this came after their new announcement of the name change, because now their new name is Polaroid, and for some time they were going with the name Polaroid Originals, at least in the last couple of years as far as I know. Before that it was Impossible Project a few years. Anyways, so now they're back to their basics, so they're back to their original roots and they're going with Polaroid. They announced this 26th of March as far as I remember, and then this camera came just a couple of days later, and like I said, it is the newest addition to their lineup and it is the newest camera, and it comes in all these colors, so you can choose it in blue, green, yellow, orange and red, and black and white. I decided to go with the yellow because it's just way too cute, like it's just lovely. I'm just gonna be showing you all the tips and tricks of this camera and how to use it. So this is the camera and it is a bit chunkier than what I'm used to, but it's not really heavy, so that's good. And as far as the settings go, there are not made too many settings to this. There are just a couple of buttons, and if you want to go over them, here is the on and off button, so I can turn the camera on and off from here, and next to it is the flash button, and if I press it once and the light goes off, that means that the flash is not gonna burst. And below here is the frame counter, so every pack of Polaroid film comes with 8 photos, so this goes from 8 down to 1. And what else? Here's my viewfinder. This is where I put in my neck strap, and when we turn this to the side, here's where my cable goes for charging it, and this opens the film cartridge parts. And in the front, this is my viewfinder, this is my light meter, so it actually calculates the light and changes automatically, and this is self timer. And it also works as the double exposure mode, which is quite exciting in the Polaroid lineup. Here's the flash, and this is my shutter button basically, and this is the autofocus lens. While going over the camera settings, I mentioned that there's this cable entrance here for charging the camera, and the cable has a USB plug here, so I can put it into a USB charger thingy, whatever it's called. The reason for that is the old Polaroid cameras did not have a battery inside. So how it worked was the film cartridge had the batteries, and with every new film that you put in, the camera would work. Vintage cameras all work the similar way, so they don't have the battery and you have to have it in the film. And the cool thing about this one is, since it comes with a charging cable, the battery is inside the camera. That helps me use this with 2 different kinds of films. So I can use it with the Polaroid 600 films, which can be used with any of the old vintage Polaroid cameras, and they have different kinds of those, like the black frames or the black and white or special editions or whatever you want. Then I can also use this with the I-type new films. The I-type films do not have a battery inside, and that's why these can only be used with the newer Polaroid cameras that do not need to be charged with the film. I will need to charge the camera eventually. I don't know when. When I turn it on, it turns on. So for now, we're safe to go. One thing about these new films is that they come with 8 photos. So every packet that I buy only will give me 8 photos. And the reason for that is, I think that the new formula that they produce these with, it ends up being a little thicker, so the cartridge can only take 8 photos, which is a shame sort of, because they're a little bit expensive. So each photo ends up being about €2 or $2. depending on where you're at. The technical details of this is it is ISO 640. It develops in 10 to 15 minutes. It suggests that we should keep this in the fridge before using. But after you shoot a photo, it actually likes a lot of heat for the photo to develop properly. Now it's time to put the film in. So I took a few photos and I'm gonna be sharing those with you just now. But first note, like I said, the film likes heat. And today it's about 4 degrees Celsius and it's raining, snowing, sunny, raining again, then it's snow again, and now it's sunny outside, which is weird. But it is quite cold, and that means that my photos are a little bit duller than I was hoping them to be, so it's like a pinkish hue to them, but I quite like the colors actually. And the first photo I took was this of my son, and this one was taken indoors with the flash on, and it looks quite bright and nice. And so this is number one. And then, like I said, this guy can do double exposures, so what you do in those is you press this twice and then here it blinks, and then you take the first photo and then nothing happens, and then you take the second, and after that pops the film out. I set it to double exposure, then decided not to do a double exposure, but instead of closing the camera, so turning it off, I hit the shutter button, and that ended up like shooting the wall here in the house. So then I did a photo of my cute little son on top of that, and this is more like a close-up of him, and he wasn't really staying still, and the closest focusing distance is 55 centimeters. It is about like knee high, so this ended up being a little wonky because of like the knot calculation and all of that. And then I have another photo that I took outside, which looks kind of pinkish, but it turned out quite nice. I think I like the hues of this one. And then I did a double exposure, and this is again like some trees and myself, and here I look quite in focus actually. I also shot, these two are the last ones that I shot, and these are still a bit dull, so it's gonna take them a little more time to develop fully, and I've been handling them. What it says in the user manual, it says to not shake the photos. Do not shake them. Just place it face down on a flat surface and forget about it until like it fully develops. And I'm not really that sensitive, but for the photos I took outside, I put them in the back pocket of my bag so that they were in a dark place and they were pretty stable in there. I'm gonna be sharing with you the latest photo I took with this camera, which has fully developed, I think. But before I do that, if you liked everything I talked about, just give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so you don't miss another video. And now let me show you the last photo I took while filming this video. So I shot it exactly where I'm sitting, and here we go. This is the one, and I think it looks quite good, and it is slightly out of focus because I think I didn't hold the camera far away enough. It is a little bit like chunky for my hands, so I still need to get used to it and at least how to hold it, but otherwise this is how it looks when it's fully developed. Well, I hope you liked everything I talked about, and if you have any questions or comments, just drop me a line down below in the comments and I'm gonna get back to you as soon as I can. And otherwise, I hope to see you here next time. Bye!